The trick with this piece, I don't like to think of it as one of my full out pieces, if you've like seen those before. I almost am thinking like intricate steps with the ta 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 ta, so I can really push out on that last one. So we have the Elevate workshop, February 1st, Trilliant Studios, Oakland, California. We're gonna have an amazing lineup of teachers and an amazing lineup of classes for you. It's going to be a great experience, and I'm excited to host it. Do I sit here?
Yeah, just sit right there, yep.
Awesome.
Just right there, yep. Just look at me, lock in, and all right. So yeah, just introduce yourself and tell us, what are we doing here? Where are we and what are we doing here today?
My name is Jordan Scates, and we're here today to talk a little bit about Movement Certified and what that entails. Movement Certified started as a passion project of mine. When I was 16 is when I first started teaching, and throughout that time, I learned that there were some things missing. So Movement Certified started with me wanting to fulfill the gap in youth curriculum. There's so many youth and they're so hungry and they're so passionate. So that's how it started. And now I'm yearning to fill the gap across all ages in all groups in dance education. Right, so you may not know who you want to be, but who do you want to be outside of dance? And what do you want to do outside of dance? Yes.
What are those things that are missing?
I feel like a lot of what was missing was consistency in education. A lot of studios basically just taught simple technique, simple choreo, and that was it. They didn't teach dancers what it really means to express themselves, their individuality. They didn't teach dancers the path from point A to point B. What do you do when you leave middle school in your dancing? What do you do when you leave high school when you're dancing? With Movement Certified, we offer variety. We cater to all audiences, whether you're the short guy or the tall girl, whatever you are in the room, we cater to you. And I feel like we're open. We're really inclusive versus exclusive. Hold up, pause. My brain just died.
No, that's good, because yeah. I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
Like when you mentioned if you're a tall guy or a short guy, I feel like there's an appearance, a problem to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Have you experienced that?
So for me, I actually had a lot of experiences. I trained professionally and auditioned for a lot of professional jobs in LA. And ultimately, there were times where I was explicitly told, hey, you will never work this job because you're not tall enough. You'll never work this job because you don't have enough muscle on you. And for me, I can't really do a lot to change my appearance. It's something that's going to be me forever, which is why I felt like I needed to create Movement Certified to break that boundary. Because for me, that's important that art is expressed without boundaries, not trying to limit or create lines and borders between one another.
So what impact does Movement Certified have?
Movement Certified is going to build community, not just in the dance world. It's going to bring together the appreciation for dance across all fields. There's not a lot of appreciation for dancers and what we do in every sphere in the world. Some people don't even consider us athletes, which that's insane, right? So for me, I think our impact is to really bring recognition to the dance community, really bring recognition to the art, what it stands for. And honestly, one of the main points is to build more respect for the dance community overall. It's gonna be fun, and yeah, hopefully y'all are still have some energy for class, so like don't dedicate all your energy to mine. Make sure you have some for this one too.
So before I move on to the next question, I have a follow-up. How do we start? Like how do we start doing this? How do we do it?
I think the first step in any project like this, or any mission or goal, is you have to start with building that social gap that's missing. I feel like from the time I moved to LA and the time I came back to the Bay, there's a huge gap in the social setting. So I think we need to start hosting some social events to kind of bring the community together. Not necessarily focused on dancing itself or being in the studio, but really just hanging out, getting to know one another, what the community needs from one another.